Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Today is the weekly challenge in Gran Turismo 7 before at the end of 2024. Fourth week of December, and we have a special event is now featured in the World Touring Car 800 at Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit. Also to have 4 events is about to be ready up to go for the road going category and race car on Big Willow in Willow Springs International Raceway on the Neo Classic competition, followed by the Sylvia Sisters at D Forest Raceway Reverse World Rally Challenge Group B in Circuit D Barcelona Catalunya Rallycross layout and European Sunny Cup 500 on Sardinia World Track B course layout. And plus, we got 3 prizes are about to go for having a huge payday to have 1,200,000 and 100,000 Gran Turismo credit. We'll have to take a good, big, hard-earned earning that you might need to get yourself prepared to have a long term of challenges as you're about to get yourself prepared. I kind of think about buy additional on the WTC 800 after Circuit D Scientific Clerics on the 8 course layout. But count me in. I'll have to go and have the best course ever yet to be racing on Mount Panorama. We'll do the best course ever yet to have a 1-hour endurance. Just like Circuit de Spa Francorchamps to be in the same title, and WTC 800 as a special event, we'll have to be ready up and have a good competition to go for only a single Group 3 car anyway at any time. So I'll have to be ready, and I'll have to bring out the other 4 vehicles on each 4 part of the event. We'll have to get checked and go by requirement before at the end of 2024. But the New Year's Eve, we'll have to wait until December 31st because I'm about to get set by today's date on December 28th. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's begin and get ready to go and start the Let's begin and get ready to go for a weekly challenge. Time. Let's get ready to go and start for today's weekly challenge. Well folks, 2024 has come in a long way since we just really enjoyed for the second year on Gran Turismo 7. Just like to have some weekly challenges, we have to get ourselves prepared to have the WTC 800 as a special event at Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit as I decide to go for race number 1. But the description has now been remained the same, so this was to go for a different amount of reward besides some high earning payday. Just have to go by first position in 140,000 Gran Turismo credit to go by 60 minutes around on Mount Panorama. Will be starting out in nighttime and ends in daytime. But the 3 times on the fuel consumption and tire wear is about to go even balance, so this will have to get down to have my Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 with my UTRS Inspirtech livery. But if possible, you might have to grab any kinds of Group 3 race car to go fully tuned up to be on the range of performance point by 800 or less. Got to make sure that I have the high-end torque supercharger is now been installed and good on the mark by 759.65 is now at the ready. So here I go, let's enter it and get participate by having 3 tire compound will be suitable by a strategy of requirement to do the main mandatory. This will be during the second time moment out there to have a special event. We'll face a 60-minute time limit to go around on Mount Panorama from the nighttime and countdown ends in daytime. Just the perfect way it goes for every Group 3 car to be racing at night to see how it turns out to go competitive is much more thrill exactly just like the 24-hour endurance. So everyone is here. This was to get down to have myself on the 20th position right next to the Toyota FT1 Vision Gran Turismo Group 3. Let's get it on and get ready to have a 1-hour endurance. Will be initiated by 3, 2, 1, and we're off. 1 hour begins and get ready to have a lot of racing effort out there to go for having a start position on a time by daybreak and the rest will be on daytime. Fuel map is in play and just have to go focusing up by 3rd position or higher. We'll have to give it all I got. This scene is all about to have a masterpiece of my very own after I just took some expected by interruption due to some technical difficulties. but you'll have to take some few other replay parts. We might need to have a requirement to go by a complete edition. So right now, just have to go up and have the first and second sector to go on top of the hill by around on Sylvan Park. Just have to keep it nice and neat without having a contact on the vehicle or the barrier itself, just to have one extreme condition to go clean racing competition. But thankfully, it takes more practice, so I just really might need to have a lot of workout to get one single roulette ticket. So here comes the third sector. Just have to keep it nice and neat, slow and steady, and wait for the opening to get past on the Pesciat RC set Group 3. Got to go extreme exercise caution if I can. Wait for the opening, and just have to go stepping up to have a good left side on the path and go overtake. So there you go. On to 47.8 seconds and onward to the fourth sector. This could get tricky and more challenging, is now adding up to have a pit stop strategy is included. But special event, we might need to have one pit stop included as well, just like WTC 800 on Circuit Spot Francorchamps for having a 24-hour track. But not to mention, some other special event might need to have one-time pit stop like the Japan Grand Touring Car Championship and DTM. Oh, and also the World Group C Racing Championship might need to have a good ways to be adding up by having one pit stop to go with field map option. First lap clear, and lap number 2 is on the way. Got a good eye on the Lexus RCF GT3 before overtake the Ford Mustang. Right side pass and brake on in at turn 2. Okay, just have to switch it to the map and go back on the field map as well. So next up are Hayashi on the Honda NSX Group 3 in the 15th position. Looks like early morning has now drawn into the arrival, and the best time to go patient up and go quicker on the overtake. Steady as it goes. Just had to take that left brake and slide it to the inside on the left, and then the downhill. Just go caution and be quick about it, but don't get too much aggressive when you're on sector 3. Okay, steady as it goes. Just have to keep it mindful. The Honda NSX Group 3 is on a 15 to go defense, so I just have to take the outside to go overtake. That's the ticket. Now for E. Jensen on the Mazda Atenza Group 3. Got to be quick about it. The race will have to take the first 5 laps and the total range of duration according to the calculation by 10 minutes. This will have to get down and suitable for only 1 lap by every 2 minutes. We have to get down by the remaining possible choice of strategy. But whenever you might have to go, 3-tire compound on daytime is all about to get yourself to be on a slick level to go full grip by endurance, medium for well balanced, and for the soft to go faster and quicker to have a range of reduced of duration by the patient period. So I'm in the 3rd lap, and very much more indeed to have a lot of more practice runs after the previous time trial challenge in the same track with using any Group 3 car. Just like I just recently using from the Genesis X GR3 with a Total Drama World Tour livery Team Amazon variation. Okay, turn 4 coming back in. Got to keep climbing up and deal with the tight turns to go elevated up, and then holding down on top of the hill. Coming back onto the Sylvan Park, have lean forward to stay on tight. Okay, that's more like it. Look out below and back in sector 3. Okay, still got this one, and beat 40-second gap distance. We'll have to go down reduce if I see 39 seconds on the way. Okay, so the fuel is going to be at 72%. Still have enough time and just have to keep up the pace. And there goes the next Group 3 cars are about to get on the way. Just have the 4th sector and make a good queue on the arrival. Okay, there we go. Put myself in the 13 and 3rd lap will be going in by the 4th lap. But you know, 2 Vision Gran Turismo cars are about to be expected to be coming into 2025. The Chevrolet 2X Vision GT and the Hyundai and 2025 Vision Gran Turismo. That should give a good perfect year for only 2 Vision Gran Turismo cars ever since from Gran Turismo 6 from the PS3 era. Just much more especially to have one of them from GT6 and the other since Gran Turismo Sport as well. But not to mention that we'll be quite giving a good apparent type of the model to see both cars is going to be more likely to see in 2025. But after all, the Hyundai N is very much more impressive to have a Vision GT car to go full electric as a concept vehicle and its Group 1 counterpart itself. Just to see how much more expected to see the new Hyundai vehicle to go full electric hatchback sedan. But I can't wait because this might have to take a good turn with the racing strategy as the 4th week of December in 2024 is now being bring out to have the end of the year. But always have to be here on time, just have to go by having a main date and go for the reminder before at the end of the week on January 2nd, 2025. But not to mention, by having 2 lap time challenges, it's still yet available to have Red Bull Ring, to have a Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix for the Red Bull X 2014 Junior, and Tsukuba Circuit for the Honda NSX Type R 2002. But you guys might have to go and participate until the previous lap time challenges by the latest is about to be running out soon until this week for having a current one as well. We'll bring out to have 1 new lap time challenge in 2025. So there you go. Moving on to the 9th position and get much more thrill excitement on Lean 3 to go balance and have 38.5 seconds to go on the main gap. So here comes the 5th lap and 51 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. But not yet as ever. Just to keep a good watchful eye on the first 5 laps, we'll be on the range of 10 minutes before the next 10 minutes we'll have to go up in about lap number 10 is going to take the 2nd wave. But end of wave 1, we'll have to go wait and go finishing up on the 5th lap until the 6th will be entered on wave number 2. Got to keep on racing, stay clean, and solidify work to go there by having one part of the conclusion and the other one we'll have to take the rest by having the next 4 races we'll have to get up and go competitive by race car and road car type. Okay, next up on the opponent, the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG GT3 2011. Riddler on the 8th and coming down on the 3rd sector. Okay, watch it. Try not to avoid a contact on the front and rear. Just have to keep trying and go working up the focus. Alright, there's a good push and coming back by 40.2 seconds. I might need to go pushing up some more. Alright, just have to go reach my dream and drill to success for my UDRS livery. It's all about challenges to go full endurance by a matter of competition. And there we go. The first 10 minutes have passed. Now the second 10 minutes is on 49 minutes and 18 seconds to go. By lap number 6 is entered wave number 2. But still yet to come. I just need to step it up to go focus to have a main part to go for the GTWS style of the Manufacturers Cup to have a main stage of the endurance. But I'm still getting used to it. Having 1 hour race might have to take a lot of more concentration to get up and get focused into the top 3 position. But I'll have to go by first position if I had to get closer to have 7 more Group 3 cars to go by the remaining. Then I'll have to do it. Just have to be hold down the fort and have the racing hard tires. Might have to get up and keep that grip to be steady on the balance. And there's the next Group 3 car before coming down on Sector 3. Volkswagen Beetle Group 3. Okay, there we go. Just have to slow down and pull motion brake. Got to go amp up and bring out power 1. It's already late morning, but almost there towards the afternoon. But by the way, viewers, I bet late night by having a first lap might have to go closer to being a time cycle in 24 hours, which is going to have to take place on the finish line in nighttime. But still yet to be patient, and the other 6 Group 3 cars are still running around before the first pit stop will have to be called out by the signal. Then the 7th lap is about to be checked in. Got to go back and do more practice on turn 1. And here's the faster lap time update by my own record. 2 minutes, 5.395 seconds. This should do for only 1 effort to get up and have the lean 6 to do the hold down fort strategy. But I'll have to wait, and then the other 6 drivers will have to take the first one to go into the pits. Alright, very nice. Back on to Solpen Park. But I don't have time to take a good look to be sit back and wait until the UFO will be coming out as an Easter egg. I just really might need to get up and focus. Now here is Desai on the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 2015. Got to go in there and catch up onto the green powered GT3 supercar. Okay, just have to be hold down and wait. Just make that push and give it a power 1 push. That's more like it. Now, moving on to the 6th and back on to Sector 4. Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final Edition Group 3 race car on the 5th. It's only down to 29.6 seconds to go, and the other drivers are about to rolling in on the 8th lap. Just have to step up the torque and bring out the slipstream pace. 7th lap clear, and lap number 8 on the way. Okay, let's see the stats on the fuel percentage. It's only down to 24%. Just have to go and overtake the 5th position to be moving back into Sector 2. Alright, that should do the whale trick, and just have to go expertise racing on the main set. Climbing up first then steeping down on the downhill, we'll have to go by having a cycle in the first and second strategy. Got to go down with my game plan racing tip and just had to do all the racing line to go clean competitive. It's only down to 29.7 seconds left. It's only had to take the other 4 Group 3 cars on the standing grid. But here is on the time of day in Mount Panorama on the afternoon. I bet the spectators might have to go and get something else to have some grub. The grub means for lunch, and that will have to take some time to go with some carving up with some good portions to get things to be shaped up and get back onto the main seat to watch some racers in actions. But I still have to wait and be patient about it. This will have to go by the course map on the top right, as I ever see on C. Brown, S. Smith, P. Nijiri, and B. Anderson. Okay, a little bit too much speed. Got to go careful and subdued on the motion concentration line. Okay, that should do well by having no signal called in on the pits. I gotta keep going. 8th lap is about to end and moving on to the 9th. I have a good eye on the Mercedes-AMG GT3 2016. Got to stay on the lean 6 and go clear overtake. There we go. It's only down to 3 more drivers to go, and heading up to go for the second part to go climbing up on the main usual drill. I'd be too born well to have 1 hour race is going to be a bit more challenging to go all in competition. Just like I just did once, and I have to do it again with a different racetrack for the same Group 3 category. Spectators is now coming along nicely to have a nice view of the picnic. Got to keep it steady and keep it concentrate. Okay, almost there by 5.7 seconds to P. Nijiri. Got to work it all the way, and I just had to keep my UDRS Inspirtec livery for my Corvette C7 Group 3 to stay up and go faster. So it's only down to 12%. I know you guys, I just really might need to go by a key of racing objective to be achieved in 3rd position or higher. But only one race by endurance is gonna have to take a sacrifice by word of risk. And there you go. Notification, call in the signal. So I'll have to go to the pits and grab myself to have a set of tire compound to be suitable to go requirement with the medium or soft tires. But I'll have to start out and grab the racing soft tires first, and then it'll have to go by hard compound tires as a suitable reminder. So time lap in 40 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Well, just only had to take 1 pit stop only, and just had to save for the second one anyway until I had to be dropped down onto 7th position. Just wait for it and have the diamond requirement to go up by 100%. So that's good. Now exit the pits without getting caught by a penalty in 3 seconds. That's more like it. And back on 50.6 seconds is gonna have to be stay in the middle part of the grid. But I still have time, but the race will always have to go continue on. So what else should I have to plant myself for New Year's resolution for 2025? But I'm always have to keep working on to have some new additional batch of Dispenser Camp fan art liveries that related to have some characters from the previous All-Star season. But I'm still working on it, but almost 1 year to celebrate the first anniversary of my own current fan art project, Dream Art Livery Style Dispenser is about to turn number 1. But it takes almost a year to have my current fan art project to have some Season 1 and Season 2 characters from Dispenser Camp and even some All-Stars variation as well. But not to mention that I just really had to go down and have some more additional plans on spin-off like Staff's Stories and Tom Jake. But I still have it on my list and just have to go by additional planning and have some more lineup to be adding up as well, and even for the upcoming to be buried and focused on the 4th season of Dispenser Camp Carnival of Chaos. But I still really enjoyed the 4th season of Dispenser Camp, but the new characters is very much more indeed to have a good endorsement by approval. Okay, looks like C. Brown has now entered the pit. Go on the hard racing tires, and I have the racing soft tires to be double checked and go down by 27.6 seconds to go. Just have to hold it steady on the final turn. Just had to go and give it a little bit more quick time to grab myself a drink of water. So here comes the dirt wave, lap number 11 and 38 minutes, 9 seconds to go. Alright, that's good. Just have to stay straight and go braking at turn 2. I'm always born to compete and just have to do more practice as I ever said and done. But I just felt like I'm just being a hardworking person, like I'm just really don't want to get bored. That's how I have to do this in my life. Just be the YouTuber, just have to do some live streaming and have some editing work to do some preparation to go for having a complete edition as my own masterpiece. That's how being alive as a Gran Turismo player is all about having a competition and being as a live streamer to go racing up and challenging to go with some major requirements to be up in the gold position by first position is all about having some influence to have more people to help me out and gain some support. But my current subscriber I'm at is 739. Well, mostly I just really had to take a good check that I'm at 729. But almost to be at 730 is going to be quite giving a good achieved resourceful that I just have to keep racking up and get some more people to help me out to have some new subscribers until I had to be reaching up to 1000. But not yet. I still have a lot of way to go and just have to keep racing up well to have some more plans of other upcoming racing games that I never played before. But I still have Assetto Corsa that I never played before, and I just recently to have some 3 other racing games like Asphalt Legend, Unite, and also to have 2 Need for Speed titles and Heat. That's how I'm about to plan to, and this will might have to do some other ideas for myself to get planned and go roll perspective. So here I am right now on the 12th lap, moving back to the 5th position and go rack up on the racing soft tires to be stayed by 79%. But the countdown is about to go for having a half hour, just have to go by 35 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Come on, just have to go and overtake the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Group 3 again. Sub gap by 2.7 seconds, then going back to the Solvent Park. I know this race is going to be impossible, so I just really might need to be a lookout on perspective of the view clip. But just have to go by quick fix of maintenance if I really had to save this one part of the content replay that I just need to go by in without it. But it also to be having a shared effect like driving missions to Human Comedy and Spot Francorchamp's 24-hour layout. But here for this race in Mount Panorama, I bet it's going to be the same thing again without being shared into public. But that's how it is. just might need to go managing some spaces, and then this will have to keep a good watchful eyes on the clock. And there we go. Back at 4th position and going back onto the main focus to get up onto the 3rd position. And there's S. Smith enter the pits by 3%. Blue's out, and that will be the 20th position driver, so I have to keep a good eyes peeled. Just keep that grip up tight and overtake the 3rd position by a meet up requirement. Alright, that's good. Now, let's catch up to P. Nidri in 2nd position. Okay, let's get up and beat the 14 seconds on the gap until going up by 15. Alright, there we go. Just have to roll by in and go climbing up the hill, and just have to keep it careful without touching the barrier. Just step on the apex, won't hurt a thing, and pass by to the open park. Alright, that's more like it. It's gonna get closer and go quicker to be on the 20th position, and I see a Ford Mustang Group 3 race car is now right over here. Just hold it steady and make a good exit, overtake, and exiting out of the blue zone. Okay, that's good. Now just have to make the push. Gonna have to go through by 12.6 seconds and get enough speed. So I have to be quick about it and go extra steady careful. But no sign by having 2 drivers before coming into the pits. Just have to take the next one, and they already took the first one ever yet. Okay, 14th lap, and goes on by having a 3rd wave is currently in progress. And I have a good eye distance on the Aston Martin DBR9 GT1 2010. Looks like Nidri in about 2.6 seconds to go, and bring out a good Power 1 pace. Alright, that's more like it. Give a good speed and good respawn improvement to go beat the gap. Okay, time for another round, and this will have my Corvette the challenging with a DBR9 GT1. He's slowing down, got to take the apex, and just have to be expect lookout. Try not to get boxed in. Okay, good motion and good respawn before take the downhill. Okay, looks like he's going tailgate. Just don't want to get impatient. Wait until the downhill is about to end clearly. Okay, that was a close call. Just have to give a steering kickback and give it a slipstream. Here I go, and 2nd position on the go. Okay, so only had to take 10 seconds by a decimal, and 0.8 is going to be a bit more longer on C. Brown. Got to admit, it takes a lot of more effort to go climbing up to have the one part of the race in the special event WTC 800 on Mount Panorama. But yet, it's still on the afternoon. But the 15th lap is about to go entered by having the 4th wave. We'll be finishing up and wrap it up on wave 3. So I have to go hook, line, and seek the competition to go by corners in elevation. Just have to keep a good grip balance and more balanced horsepower to go up in the pace. Okay, come on, turn 3 and 4. Just have to work it up and have the respond reflexes on the pace of the fuel. Okay, today's forecast is afternoon, sunny day, and feel mostly cloudy around in the area. Time to go offense and downhill to get up and slope down at sector 3 again. Blues out for the second time. Looks like I just really got a good eye on the Toyota FT1 Vision GT Group 3 or a different Group 3 car. But there's the Pesciat RC said, same as ever from lap number 1, then I'll have to go overtake again. Just make a good precision and go clear on the space. Okay, it's only down to 5.9 seconds left. Got to get there to the 4th sector again. Alright, C. Brown in the lead. Got a good eye on him, and he's currently driving on a Dodge Viper SRT GT3R. Much more sure of it, and he's already into the 16th lap. Okay, Nijiri is in the pits. Looks like the soft tires is about to get beaten by having a halfway duration mark by over and under 50% left. Okay, gonna have to go commit by turn 2 and do the same thing like turn 3 and 4. Blue zone's out. Got to make sure to keep a signal on the check. Alright, that should do very well on the trick, and easiest trick on the book. Almost there, viewers. Looks like it's not the Dodge Viper SRT GT3R, it's the Ford GT LM Spec 2 race car is in the lead. But first, I'll have to wait and get behind on the Mazda Atenza Group 3 while the Ford GT race car is in the lead. This could be a very good American moment that is not even the one type of the person that I just don't want to mention it. So this will have to give it a one-on-one in American racing showdown between both race cars in fictional styles. Alright, let's get in there and kick it up into high gear. The Ford GT is in the lead, viewers. So I had to rack up and go to the final turn to have the 17th lap. We'll be ready to go for the showdown. But this will have to take the battle of first position as I'm on second position to be down by 1.8 seconds. And here it is right now. Let's keep it balanced and go front and center by having a maintained grip. Traction set and go by 3, and fuel map will stay on power 1. And here comes the Honda NSX Group 3 and Toyota FT1 Vision Gran Turismo Group 3. Now's the time, and go quick overtake in the nick of time. Alright, now I'm on the defense, and let's go pack up the good defense to go switch up onto lane 6 as the fuel is about to go by partially in 28%. But the bad news is, C Brown is going back in the lead after overtake the deal with a Honda NSX Group 3. Let's have some damage check on my Corvette. Okay, nothing else but a scratch. Just have to get there and switch it back on to the third person hood cam. Oh, there it is. Ouch, that's gonna leave a mark. Luckily I just took the lead and just had to be carefully to be slowed down. Well, at least that might be bring out to have the same kind of an energy to be similar on different racing type. Well, just like the Gran Turismo movie, by the way, it's still good to enjoy to watch it. Okay, the coast is clear. Now, this will have to be ready to have the first position to get back in the lead and have the time remain in about 23 minutes and 47 seconds to go. Okay, let's give it a little bit more overtime on the lap. Just to have the rear tires is about to get a little bit depleted soon. But I'll have to decide to go with an 18th lap. But my choice and my strategy to keep up with the first position strategy goal. Now going into the 18th lap, just you wait viewers, the time runs out and just have to keep a good watchful eye on the number of laps for the first 5 laps. We'll have to take the 5th wave. Just take a good feel of the pace and go on a stepping stone. Okay, gonna have to keep it steady. Just only have the first part of the race in this part of the segment, and the other 4 events in part 2 will have to wait for having one part of the stage is all I need to get down to do a complete masterpiece. But it takes time to have one race for another by an hour, and the rest will have to take care of everything for myself. But especially I just did so far out there to have the first position to go by having 18 laps in a total of endurance that I just have to get everything to be worked up to do some partially to have the management of the field. But I still used to it to enjoy it, and it's all about having a hard work racing days of strategy. So the rear tires is about to get worn out soon. Now it's the signal and fuel reminder and 19% to go. Right on cue, and it's about time to have the second pit stop and 21 minutes left to go. Okay, wait for it, and I'll have to take the pit. Just have to keep a good position when coming in on the line. Alright, have my crew to get ready, and the rear tires is about to get a little bit full red soon. Okay, C Brown is going back in the lead. Just have to wait and then 21 minutes until this will have to take the final step. But man, it's going to be a hard work out there to have the 3rd time in the pit stop, so I just really might need to do some more effort any way I can. So I'll have to wait for Pete Nigeri and just have to get up onto the 19th lap, and then this will have to take a full capacity to be coming out and go by the update on the total gap. Okay, it's about to get confused. Now it's going to be at 20.2 seconds. Let's switch up to the offense and go climb up to go with some more corners. But talk about having a reminder lap time update that I just took recently from the 15 is 2 minutes, 4.384 seconds. Now, it's going to have to take by 20 minutes left, and the 19th lap before at the end of the 4th wave, we'll have to go moving up in wave number 5. So I just need to step it up more, and this will have to take it all day, and I'll have to make it my way to go achieve onto the first position by the podium. but my racing quest is only just the beginning. Okay, it's gonna be at 16.8 seconds. Got to hurry up and beat the time. First place is all I need to have a good care for, and always have Team Innsprotect to have a one successful objective. It's about to get closer. Looks like C. Brown is going to have to keep a good watchful eye out if he's going to the pit or proceed to the next lap. But expert says, every race will always have a good roster pick to have one chosen driver to get up and go succeeded for having an excellent win. So now arrive on lap 20, and here it goes. The blue's out, and the other drivers from the previous lap is still going. This could get some time. I just need to get out and do some more practice run, just like I just really have to stay on focus. But still yet to have some possible Group 3 cars are still remain, as the blue zone is now being well active up to give faster cars to be proceed. Oh boy, that was a close call. Okay, still on the afternoon, and very good. Looks like it's so beautiful out there in Mount Panorama. Okay, there's Sugarwala again. Can't argue with that. I'm always have to go overtake for Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 2018. That should do well and perfectly fit for balance. It's only down to 12.9 seconds to get myself back in the lead. And there it is right now. C. Brown is at pit stop number 2. Now I'll have to be switching up on lane 6, and this will have to give enough time to buy. So the out lap has already been passed and done. Now, normal lap will be going proceed to the 21st lap. Let's see how C. Brown can actually to do that if I had to stay holding down the line to get up and go properly to be defended on first position. It's only had to take 16 minutes left, so I had to go and buy some time. Okay, work it. It's getting much more good out there to have a nice afternoon to go by late, and this time of day is gonna have to take a good look around by the sun of direction. Okay, gonna have to be extra careful as usual. Got to switch it to the interior view on first person. That's how my driving style works. Just have to keep living in the dream. Okay, perfect 10-second gap distance on the defense, and that should be good enough. So viewers, whenever you might need to stay on top of the first position, you have to keep it much more longer out there to be using with a Group 3 or Group 2 car by having an optional choice of recommendation. First position is my best objective. By having one part of the race in weekly challenges is going to be a long way to get up ahead. But I still barely got this one, and the main countdown will be still ticking up onto the clock. So it's going to be down to 14 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Here comes lap 22. Got to keep up and keep up the paces, so I had to stay around by 10 seconds until being break apart onto 9. So latest time in 2 minutes, 8.903 seconds. Okay, ace it like a good pro. Okay, that should do well. So I bet my other previous banner project, Vision Total Drama, is still there. Maybe I just really might have to do some more additional plans to have Total Drama fan art liveries to be focusing with some new batch of vehicles that related to the TDI reboot in 2023 and 2024. But there might be some new characters for the upcoming Total Drama Island season in 2025. Well, I haven't checked for a while, ever since I just left the Total Drama community by branding myself as a resigned Total Drama artist. But I can still make any Total Drama artwork, but any official Total Drama artist might have to be on a reminder, just don't bother the resigned Total Drama artist when I'm doing this alone. But with all due respect, I just really have to do some natural ways to do a good time of racing and a better design as an artist. But much more thrilled to be excited to see how it turns out if they really want me to come back to the Total Drama community. Well, it's been a while since a few months back, ever since from October before at the end of the month by the previous, since I just putting up to have my Total Drama OC JB Diamond to be dressing up as Ferocica Mayday from Hell of a Boss. Well, I bet it turns out very good and much more costume cosplay and bringing out the good song of the microphone. But still yet, I still might need to have some more time to get myself to get back to be as an ordinary Total Drama artist, as my time of the season as a resigned TD artist will be coming in to end soon. But not yet at least. It takes time. I just really might need to take time to have some better ways to become as a better Total Drama artist. But still have some other Total Drama liveries that I just have to go forward and onward across on social media platforms. But the final course for Vision Total Drama is to be heading up to the Total Drama Wiki of Phantom to have all of the screenshot images and my own kind of a TD livery on thumbnail image. But just you wait, viewers, I just really had to take time and do have some more development to myself. I'm just had to go independent to be having a best time to go alone. So down I go and stay by 10.9 seconds. I'm always have to keep it nice and slow and keep it steady. But after all, I still really might have to do some more racing games that I never tried out in 2015. But maybe I'll have to go and do some live streaming on the set on Need for Speed Payback. But just to have some 2 types, we might have to get down to do this all the way. But just to have 2 types, we'll be doing a roll perspective to do it all the way. Okay, it's about to go down by almost 10 minutes left. This could get draws near. Just spraying the 23rd lap to be finished and moving on to the 24th lap. Let the 10 minutes begin. But I can't wait. This race is going to be a bit much more longer out there, folks. It's going to be taking 30 laps around in Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit. It's going to be my own guess. I'm sure of it, every Group 3 car might need to step it up more and have some more hard racing effort to get up onto the 30th lap, which is gonna have to take an overtime. Got to keep going and keep working up on the shaping effort. And there goes the marshals. By waving the blue flag, we will be signaled out as the other drivers from the previous lap is keep going in. Okay, looks like the yellow Corvette C7 Group 3 is on the 10. Looks like Tyson is still remain on the 20th. Alright, that's good. Just have to keep working up and going down the hill to do the same thing. Now for the slipstream to catch up to the Hyundai Genesis Group 3 race car. Just have to slow down and bring out more acceleration gas. Okay, time to go. Cold pace of the Insportec Racing Line Expertise Apex. So here comes the third pit stop. I just need to have some more fuel requirement and tire change as well. I had to signal my crew. Just have the racing stop tires and full capacity requirement has now been met by a condition. So I had to keep a good eyes peeled on Steve Brown if he's coming back in the lead. Just wait for it. I'm very sure of it. I just need to have more fuel and more tires on the grip. And there it is right now. I know this is going to look like sacrifice counts and have a good requirement to go by almost 100%. Let's rev it up and beat 7.7 second gap distance to catch up onto C. Brown. Let's go offense again and just have to keep a good eye on the clock. Okay, traction is still on 3. I really bet keep a good well balance is going to be a bit more challenging to have a priority 1 racing ejected. Okay, watch out for the SLS AMG GT3. Just at the overtake and left turn corner on top of the hill. Okay, naturally good. Just have a good pace of the supercharger Corvette. We'll have to get up and go down the hill. Okay, I see the Ford GT LM Spec 2 race car as I'm about to overtake the Ford Mustang Group 3. Far distance, and my guess. Just amp up the torque and keep a good signal on the blue line. Down to 4.4 seconds, and the 25th lap is about to be finished, and here comes the 26th lap by the countdown in 5 minutes, 12 seconds to go. By my guess, if I had to be counting up by having a last 3 lap, which is going to be lap 28 or lap 29, but it's impossible to be achieved by lap 20. Lap 30 is going to be a one-way ticket to go for a better kind of a faster race car. Just have to go decrease into 1 and bring out a good traction to be less steady and go concentration, improve cornering. The sunset is about to get closer in towards nighttime, viewers. C Brown slows down and the Lexus RCF GT3 is still on the 12th position. Okay, steady as it goes and keep it concentrate. UDRS Insportec will have to prove with racing honor. I will have to get it done as soon as I can. Okay, let's deaccelerate and keep it center hold. It's going to get a little bit boxed in between the previous lap driver on the 11 on C Roach and C Brown on second. Let's go amp up the torque and go exit to the final turn. This will take the countdown lap before the 28th lap will become as the final lap. I bet every race will be having a no turning back point. That's why I just really had to go for having one part of the weekly challenges to have the long hour race, and the second will take the other 4 events will have to get much more challenging to be suited for success. Sometimes, as the quote says, no one is perfect. Pencils may have erasers. Okay, looks like that should take some few other parts might need to go by fixing up with the maintenance. I'm just talking about my Corvette, but it's going to be a long race that just come so far out there before nightfall is about to go for 2-minute countdown. Just have to step it up, traction turns up, and fuel map is going full power 1. Okay, that should do the trick. Now, just have to keep going faster to get back in 10-second gap distance to keep building some more. So here it comes, viewers. During the hour of the race, and the sun comes up, and the sun comes down to have the hour lap before the minute. We'll be ready to have the 28th lap. We'll have to go for the final run. So this will have to drop the hammer, and I have to be ready and go quick about it to have a suitable reflex, as having 3 times of the pit stop to go quicker up and beat my current lap time by the previous, as I'm counting out by the number of normal and out laps. Just only have 2 minutes, 4.384 seconds, so I had to go up and go forward. But I can't wait to have a good, stunning outcome, first position victory win. This will have to do the rest along with a new classic competition at Willow Springs International Raceway, Big Willow, along with the other 3 will have to be go by the short. Okay, darn it. Well, good thing I just barely took a good recovery. So, time for the marshals to wave out the green. Well, that could be embarrassing that I just really pulled that off. I should rather be careful next time. Okay, time's up, and let's go to the finish line. Looks like M. Desai has finished in 4th, just have 1 lap plus, and the other drivers are about to go arriving to the finish line after the time runs out. Anderson finished in 5th, Smith is in 6th, Maillard on 7th, now Borsterock on position number 8 is about to go checker flag mark icon. But I tell you folks, the special event in World Touring Car 800 at Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit is going to be having 1 hour only. But it's going to be longer, but the other 4 events will have to go suitable to go by easy to hard difficulty. And this one is going to be becoming most difficult. So let's bring it home and have the final turn to go mark on the brake zone, and that will bring out at the end of the race. Where I bet this will have to take a standard earning for my own guess, and there it is right now. My first check mark has now received. Alright, looks like I did it. That's 1 race down, 4 to go, and 1 hour endurance has now been successfully to go achieved by the podium. But it takes practice, so you're gonna have to do it right, and then just have to make it well balanced to face up with an elevation onto Sector 2 by hill climb and Sector 3 by downhill. By having an hour, 1 minute, 15.329 seconds in the total lap time that I just took by recently by having a defended faster run in 2 minutes, 4.384 seconds. Man, what a good celebration of the New Year's Eve racing competition, and still yet to have a good clean race fortune to have a 210,000 GT credit by having a good reputation by 50% in additional. But no contact on vehicles allowed, and very good sim effect just like Circuit de Spa Francorchamps in 24-hour layout. And there's 100,000 Gran Turismo credit on the ticket, and that means only 2 more to go. But first things first, I really might need to have a content replay to go by a thumbnail image, which is going to be a much more long-term effect to have the same as well. Just have to go on playback position and go on the number of duration in around by the first 10 minutes. But this thumbnail image should do very well and yet perfectly. Then let's see what it is, and I bet this might need to have more storage space, so I have to be well managed. And there you go. That brings out to have the first race in the World Touring Car 800 at Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit after Circuit de Saint-Eclairix from race number 17. Okay, so I bet there might be some 4 races to go, but I'll have to take a break and wrap it up before at the end of the video, folks. So I'll have to do some management to get things to have a part of the complete edition for my very own weekly challenges in the title, The Race Must Go On for a New Year. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. Glad that you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DeepNetArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone, will be available for a price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out and support to give a super thanks as an extra. I'll be see you guys next time in part 2 of the weekly challenge in Gran Turismo 7, and the race will be continue on. Keep on racing, stay clean.